Hello, hello, hello. Where do you go to get all your news? You already know the Washington Informer. We are live on Win TV's Let's Talk, and I am honored to be with the First Lady of Maryland, Dawn Moore, who is here to chat with us about the Preakness Festival. This year, Preakness is celebrating 150 years, and it is a valuable gem, part of the Triple Crown. And this year's festival is just, I know, going to be a good time with a lot of amazing acts and really highlighting the beauty of Maryland, the beauty of arts all around the nation, and people coming to this area to appreciate arts, culture, athleticism, history, tradition. And so I'm very, very, very excited to introduce First Lady Dawn Moore here with us today on Win TV. Is she backstage with us? Yes.
Hi,
Hello.
Michelle. Oh my goodness, I need to take you on the road with me. That was a beautiful introduction.
Well, I have been seeing your amazing interviews about Preakness leading up to this year's festival. And I have to say, First Lady, you have me fired up.
I thank you so much for that. I'm excited. That is my goal, is to get Maryland and beyond all fired up about the inaugural Preakness Festival 150. I mean, we have so many events that people can participate in. We are starting out with a family day at the George Spider Anderson fourth annual celebration in Park Heights. This is a free event. We're going to have ravens out there. We're going to have cheerleaders out there. We're going to have so many events for families to participate in. And then on Monday, we have a governor's golf tournament. And then on May 14th, and I'm telling you, I don't know if you love music like I love music, but D Nice, this international DJ who is become an icon in the community. You all may remember him from the pandemic days, right? When we were all at home listening to music. I always say that song, Last Night a DJ Saved My Life, because he was playing music and Michelle Obama was tuning in and Mariah Carey. Well, he's bringing his friends with the Baltimore Symphony Orchestra to Pier 6 on Wednesday, May 14th in the Inner Harbor. Jadakiss, Too Short, Deborah Cox, Shantae Moore. I mean, this is going to be the most amazing concert that Baltimore has seen yet.
I am so excited. And again, I know D Nice has Maryland and Baltimore roots and family. And so again, I love that you all are highlighting the beauty and the greatness that Maryland has to offer, and bringing some other folks along for the ride. That's so cool.
Absolutely. We have to show up for D Nice. You know what he talked when I called him to ask him if he would bring Club Quarantine to Baltimore. He did not hesitate. In fact, he was like, he calls me D. He said, D, I can't wait to do that. He said, listen, he said, I spent summers in Baltimore. He said, my favorite uncle is in Baltimore. Yeah, he grew up, or his family is from the Prince George's area. So he is excited about this moment. It's more than a concert to him. See, that's the thing. Preakness Festival, when we think about it, we say it's more than a race, right? Everybody has something that they can be a part of. And so this is more than just one particular thing. There is something for everybody to be a part of. And that hasn't always been traditionally the case. Maybe you love horse racing, but maybe you just want to be together in community. And that's what the festival offers you.
Well, first of all, I have to say we might have gotten an exclusive that First Lady Dawn Moore's official name is D Moore. Okay, the D Nice and D Moore Club Quarantine collaboration. But I really appreciate that. I know that your co-chair of this year's festival. And this notion of community and inclusivity seems to be so incredibly important to this year's 150th celebration and the inaugural festival. And I'm wondering how you all sort of ensured that that would be so critical, particularly at a time where inclusivity is not always accepted in certain spaces.
Yeah. Well, in Maryland, we work together, we stay together, and when I think about this, a few years ago, when my husband was governor elect, we went to the Kentucky Derby. We were invited by the governor and his wife there. And I had never been to the Derby, but I had been to the Preakness and I have always loved it. But the truth of the matter is the Preakness is a 2-day event. The Derby, which is the first leg of the Triple Crown, is, several days of events. And we've learned that there was a $400 million economic impact as a result. And so I said to Wes, I said, we can do this and we can do it better in Maryland. And so he was like, well, go do it. And so, he called a couple of his friends, the Baltimore mayor, and he is really a tremendous partner. He's a son of Park Heights, right? His wife, Hannah, is co-chairing with me. We called David Rubenstein, the owner of the Baltimore Orioles, who is also a son of the Northwest Baltimore area. He has never been to the Preakness. And this is the story of many Marylanders. They haven't necessarily been a part of this. And when he heard our vision, he was like, I'm in, right? And so we have tremendous partners, and we've partnered with the communities that have been traditionally divested from, and they are a part of this. And so we're being good partners. We're being a state that is bringing people together, and that is through leadership and that is through community. And so people who want to be a part of this, whether it is you want to do a co-branded event or you're one of our tent poles events, this is all the excitement that is leading up to the Preakness Stakes starting on Friday and Saturday. But our events start on May 10th in Park Heights community.
I love it. It's becoming a Preakness week,
That's it. I would tell everybody, go to www.preaknessfestival.com and you can find anything and everything you would like to be a part of. Thank you for putting it on your screen.
Thank you for representing and getting us excited about it. What do you hope people will gain in participating in this year's festival?
You know what? I think there's a few things. I hope the community just has, time to be able to be together, to be able to spend with their families, to be able to spend with the people they love, to invite their cousins and their friends to come in to Maryland, stay in our hotels, visit our great restaurants, right? And then I hope that the entrepreneurs get an opportunity to partake in this $400 million potential that we have, right? I think we're going to be able to get to that point. And so when we think about what outfits you would wear, there are tremendous designers. Jody Davis designs dresses. Different Regard designs dresses. Miss Margie, she does, derby level hats, right? And then we have our restaurants and we have our caterers and we have everybody who makes Maryland the great state that it is. And when we think about economic development, when we think about, how do you create expanded economies, which my husband is always talking about, this is the way in which you do it, through tourism, through ideas that expand the growth opportunities in Maryland. So I think there's the opportunity is limitless.
And you talked a little bit about the fashion. Our producer, Chevry, asked, I've never been to Preakness. Why do people get dressed up? And I said, that might be my favorite part. Tell us a little bit about how folks should prep for the festival leading to the hats and the dresses and jumpsuits and fun seersuckers.
Yes, well, it's so funny you say that, because I think for this moment, you can dress Preakness style the whole week. right? We think about the concert. If you want to wear your fascinator to the concert, we're going to have 803 Fresh is going to be there, okay? Boots on the ground. If you want to wear your cowboy boots, if you want to wear your cowboy, there you go. She got the fan. I love it. Are you ready? You see what I mean? Get your girlfriends together, get your loved ones together, and coordinate your outfits. We love a good coordination now, right? Let's do all of the things that make us feel joy, that make us feel happy. And I think that this is gonna be something where it creates tremendous memories, where we come together in love, we come together in celebration of the 150th anniversary of the Preakness. And so there is just, so much. The fashion is definitely a part of what I love as well. And I have always used local entrepreneurs and local designers to dress me. And so I am just grateful to each and every one of them because their outfits are beautiful, it's high quality, it's unique, and it's Maryland.
I love that. And as you're rocking your local fashions, we are able to tap into local foods and hear local artists and talk to all sorts of local entrepreneurs. And so I'm really excited about that again this year. Any suggestions for how folks should prep for this year? Anything that they should know or be ready for leading
Well,
into
I
the
would say don't be last minute, y'all. Get your tickets now because you can't call us and say, oh, can you get me in? It's not working like that. People have to get their stuff early. Don't get mad when Miss Margie runs out of hats because all the ladies have bought them already, right? Let's get your stuff early. Let's be on time with this. But I think that, we have so many great resources in Maryland. And I think if you're prepping, go to the website, go to www.preaknessfestival.com. You can find out all the things that you want to find out to help you prep for this moment. I think get your people together. When I think about this concert, it's powered by Verizon, right? And so this is really going to be a big deal, right? Listen, the pavilion, I don't know if you've ever been there, but the pavilion is gorgeous, right? It's the backdrop is the harbor. We've had boaters calling us. They want to pull up their boats. I mean, this is going to be a real cultural experience in our state. And it is in celebration of Preakness, and it is part of the Preakness Festival, but it is us. It is us. And so I just can't wait to see what comes out of this moment. And then it's not only about 150, Mitra, it is also about 150 and beyond. Right? Because we're not doing this just for 1 year. We're doing it for 151, 152, and we're going to get bigger and better, and people's ideas are going to be important in this moment so that our celebration can be what we know it can be in the state of Maryland.
Well, I'm looking forward to the tradition that you all are starting. And it's really exciting, to be able to bring newness to a 150-year tradition in the state of Maryland for Preakness Stakes. And so, again, congratulations to you. Is there anything else that I didn't ask you either about Preakness Festival or some cool things coming up for you that you like our Washington Informer audience to know?
Well, I am, as I said, as you can probably tell, I am cheerleader in chief for Preakness Festival. And I'm just so grateful to all of our partners, to our co-chairs, to our volunteers. We have a tremendous volunteer base who are making this happen. And this does not happen without people coming together. So I'm just truly excited. I'm truly thankful. I hope that people are as excited as we all are about this amazing historic event. I think the equestrian community is such an important part of our fabric, of our economy. It employs 28,000 people. It's a $3 billion economic industry in Maryland. And so there is something here for everybody. And there is nothing that we can't do in Maryland when we come together.
Well, I am so thankful for your time. Look, I don't need you to weigh in on this, but I would not be a good managing editor if I did not plug this First Lady. your husband, who happens to be the governor of Maryland, is in this week's edition of the Washington Informer as we tout a little actor named George Clooney, setting him up as the front runner, potentially, that the Democratic Party needs for change and potentially a Westmore 2028 campaign, presidential campaign. So, look, all I'm saying is, First Lady, if you do become FLOTUS, don't forget about the Washington Informer.
We are so focused on Maryland. It's always, certainly flattering to hear Mr. Clooney. But my husband is you're absolutely right. He is the first Black governor in the history of this state. He's the 63rd governor. He is the only Black governor in the country, and he is so committed to Marylanders, in his work. As you know, he has done so much progressive work around what our needs are here in Maryland. So I thank you for the compliment.
Absolutely. We are so excited to follow Governor Moore and your work every week and really every day. It keeps us on our toes as you all fight for Marylanders. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, and thank you for having me. And I'll see you at the Preakness Festival.
Absolutely. Yeah, I had to try on my dress this morning.
I have no doubt it's fabulous. I have no doubt about it.
Yes, I'm very excited to jam to Club Quarantine in the outfit I've picked out. So
good. See you
thank
there.
You so much. Take care and blessings to you.
Oh, God bless you. Thank you so much.
Take care. Well, you all have heard it first. First Lady Dawn Moore has given us all you need to know about the inaugural Preakness Festival in celebration of the Preakness Stakes 150, as well as all Maryland culture, people, food, and the magic of Maryland. And so we thank you, First Lady Dawn Moore, as well as all our Washington Informer audience for tuning in. Make sure you share the news. As we say, sharing is caring. And so take care, everybody. Be sure to tune in to Win TV Let's Talk every Friday at noon. It's a good show coming up. So make sure you tune into that or save it for the replay when you can. Blessings, everybody. Get your paper this week. WashingtonInformer.com is always there for you. And we look forward to seeing you soon. Where do you come to get all